Male brains, female brains. There are significant observable differences between male and female brain structure and information processing abilities. The differences between male and female brains reflect past differences in the information processing challenges faced by each sex. Our brains reflect a division of both mental and physical labor between men and women. Men have always had to deal with a more diverse range of cognitive challenges than women. The male environment has also changed more over time. Men thus rely more on thought, whereas women rely more on intuition and emotion. Paleolithic cognitive challenges. Men engaged in hunting and fighting. They ranged far and wide over the landscape. They had to develop different kinds of technologies. They had to cooperate in teams to solve complex problems, while at the same time competing with one another for social status and mates. Women stayed near the campsite, caring for young. Women had to keep track of their children and be alert for approaching danger. They had to maintain good relations with the group and with their mates. Women use their brains to maintain high levels of situational and social awareness. Men use their brains to deal with a wider range of problems. Women could often solve problems merely by having an appropriate emotional response to them, such as making a distress call that would bring men to their aid. Women solved the same problems over and over, so they could rely more on intuition. Men faced novel problems on a daily basis, so they depended more on thought. Neolithic cognitive challenges. For those populations that left sub-Saharan Africa, the lives of men changed more than the lives of women. They encountered new landscapes, new predators, new food sources, and new climates. The agricultural revolution also changed men's lives more than those of women. Instead of ranging far and wide on the landscape, men had to adapt to a farming lifestyle, which combined a lot of short-term boredom and hard labor with a lot of long-term risk. Knowledge of the natural world was still essential. Men had to solve problems such as taming and controlling animals, protecting their families and flocks from predators, predicting the weather, plowing the land, choosing crops, building houses and barns, etc. We are very sensitive to how others feel about us. In large groups, people become superficial and artificial because they seek attention and approval from strangers and from casual acquaintances. Appearance becomes more important than ability. Persona replaces personality. And if you think back to the transition from elementary school to high school, this might give you some insight into the change in the behavior that you observed.